Hey everyone. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to watch this. If you do, you're very fortunate. But I just watched on this TGIF Friday morning um, Batman and versus Robin. I just watched Batman versus Robin, the newest DC animated original movie, or the new DC Universe original movie. And excuse me. I have to say that I thought it was pretty good. You know, the animation it's pretty good. It definitely fits that Batman mold, that Batman world, and really, it's like I said, it's really a pretty decent film. For anybody that's um, read the Court of Owls story arc in the Batman comics, I can't really say for certain because I've never read the story myself. But if this does follow suit on it to any close detail, if this does, like say, follow suit on it, then it's definitely worth picking up. It's definitely worth getting. Um, the story's pretty good. I mean, it is a continuation. If you've seen Son of Batman, I mean, I haven't watched all of Son of Batman yet. Watched some here and there, but if you've watched that movie, this is basically a direct continuation of it, and it's pretty good. It's like I said, it's a direct continuation. I don't know where Throne of Atlantis falls into the category or anything during all this. Because I guess they're supposed to be continuing one after the other or something. I'm not really sure, but this is basically a direct sequel to Son of Batman, and it's pretty good. Like I said, it still shows that there is there's still huge differences between Bruce and Damian. Basically, Damian, he's not sure who he is. Overall, basically the thing is, for Damien, as you watch the movie, you start to notice, and even Damien confirms this at the end, you pretty much get an idea that he's confused, basically. Like, he doesn't know who he should be, who he should listen to. And overall, it's going to basically lead to, if they do another one that continues after this, it's basically going to lead to Damien discovering that he is himself and that he should just be himself, and if he and that maybe he needs to, that he needs to be himself, but he needs to make the right choices when they are necessary. Basically, don't just. Cause what you see in the film basically is a great character development for Damien. I know some fans may not be a fan of him, but you see that great character. You see some good character development because he wants basically. Basically, you could tell throughout the film that he wants his father, Bruce Wayne, Batman, to at least once, in my opinion, from just watching the film, I think he just wants him to once cross that line and take out somebody that needs to be taken out for good. Like, he doesn't say the names or anything, but you can kind of get an idea, like, let's say if it was the Joker. Take someone like the Joker out once and for all. Be done with him. Things like that. And, yeah, yeah, I definitely think it's a really good story. Like I say, there's some character developments. There's some twists and turns. You kind of get an idea who might be one of the villains, who might be one of the founding members or leading members of the Court of Owls almost right off the bat. So within like the first 10 minutes or something like that, you kind of get that idea. And I like how they kind of throw you off the trail a little bit at times, because to make you think, oh, it's not that person, but it actually is. So it's really good. They really do that well. They kind of make you think it's I mean, it's obvious. I mean, for anybody that it's obvious at first who it is, who it might be, who one of the like I say one of the leaders, the founding members of the Court of Owls might be, but then on the other hand, they throw in all these different things at you that make you think. That make you think it's somebody else, and it's really like I said, it's really good character development and really good, and the story is really well done here. So if you like I said, if you've read the Court of Owls story arc in the Batman comics, then you pretty much have an idea of how the story's going to go. I mean, they've added some elements, probably, there's no doubt about that, but I think through the featurettes that I saw, I think the featurette I saw was the Gotham City Secret, the Mythic Court of Owls. I'll say this, that basically it's basically kind of, you could tell that there are scenes they took right out of the story arc, out of the comic. So it's definitely worth seeing that those scenes come to life. And yeah, like I said, overall it's really good. It's really good. It's the first time I've actually sat down, or in this case, laid down on my bed and watched a movie like this in a while, because quite honestly, there's not really much to do right now. I got a movie being made with the Windows DVD converter, Windows DVD maker. My mom is off right now; she's asleep in bed, and we're getting ready to go to my niece's graduation within the next 6-7 hours. So, but like I said, so basically I took the time to watch the movie, and again, like I said, it's pretty good. To me, I'll say this: Sarah and Isaac, Sean, I know you have not seen it yet, but when you do, definitely, I think you will definitely enjoy it. It's really well done. And there's not really much more I could say about it. I mean, you have all, it's that, at first you kind of get all these twists and turns, and then at the end you kind of get a big twist, if you will. Well, not a big twist, but sort of a semi-twist, if you will, with the Talon and in the Court of Owls that, you like I said, if you've read the comic, you've probably seen coming. But yeah, like I said, it's really good, and like I said, the ending to the movie will, like I said, if you've read the comic, it won't become a surprise to you. But if you haven't read the comic, and this is your first time seeing the story like this, I'll say this, that the ending will kind of surprise you a little bit, especially how they conclude the fights with Talon and stuff, and how they do the resolution between Damian and Bruce. So it's really good. It's got twists and turns here. It makes you really think. It makes you at times really think as to, okay, like I said earlier, like, okay, is this the person that's behind it? But then they throw this at you and think, oh, well, wait a minute, maybe it's not that person. So it's really worth watching, and that's all I could say. So let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I'm not going to spoil it as much, because I know many of you probably read the story already in comic form. But if not, but if you haven't read it like that, then I definitely recommend watching this right off the bat. You will not be disappointed. As far as an overall rating, I'll give it about maybe an 8 out of 10. Very good. 10 out of 10 would be perfect, but there are some things, like I said, that if you've read the comic, or even if you haven't read the comic, I will say, kind of make it obvious as to who the lead villain or villainess is, and who the lead villain and antagonists are in the film. But like I said, if you have read the comic, then it's an 8 out of, it's a if you've read the comic, then you already know that. But even if you have it, it kind of gets predictable right off the bat a little bit. You know, like I said, give him credit for trying to throw the twists and turns in there that work. Like I said, in case for anybody that hasn't watched the film, or not watched the film but read the story, so definitely worth the 8 out of 10 there. And once again, DC Comics really picks it up with their animated universe movies. Excuse me. Let's see what they can do next with Gods and Monsters. And I'm going to probably later on down the line finally sit down and watch some of these and see what they're really about. I still have to finish watching the Suicide movie, or the Suicide Squad movie, which is Assault on Arkham, and go from there. So, that's all I'm going to say, folks. Let me know what you think down below. Talk to y'all later.